Welcome to my slideshow about my trip to Switzerland and Italy with my son Ben in April of 2026. I'm really excited taking this trip, and I love the mountains and the Alps, but most of all, time with my son Ben. So thank you for looking at these pictures, and let's go. First stop, Switzerland. Amazing and beautiful. And there's a little map that shows some of the places we went to. Our home base was in the Lauterbrunnen Valley. And there you see the trains, the lakes, Lake Brienz. There's a picture of us on that. And see the train that goes way up to the observation Sphinx. We took that. It was all amazing. But first, a quick tour of Zurich. And here is their trolley. And here's their bus, the city transportation that goes through town. Quiet, clean, beautiful. Oh, no, I'm going the wrong way. Sorry. There it is again. And that night, I had dinner by myself. Ben is going to meet me the next day, and we're off. And we're on Lake Brienz, and that's our first stop after the airport. It was a beautiful introduction to Switzerland. And then we took a walk around the little town, up to a hill for photos. Now this is our home base in the town of Lauterbrunnen. Our home for the week is just on the other side of this long building. This is the view from where we stayed. Do you see the waterfall on the right? Amazing. You just want to stay there and stare at it. It was spectacular. This is the path to get to our place. So the next day, we took a cable car and went to Mürren. Cable car, amazing. It was hard for Ben. He was kind of shaking. And then we took the train. I think these photos are actually from the train. The train isn't scary at all. It's just gorgeous, and you don't feel nervous about being on it. Cable car, yeah, that's kind of scary. Tomorrow we'll be up on another, there you go, we'll be on those tall mountains on the right. The Jungfraujoch, the Eiger. And there we are, Mürren. It's beautiful. And Ben is like, what? It's hot. There's the little town. We walked around. Stopped for an Aperol Spritz, overlooking an incredible view. Ben kept saying I wasn't doing a good enough job with my photos, so I took a lot of them, and finally, ta-da, I got the best one. Then back down Here is the place where we had lunch, I think. So cute. This is the train station on our way to Milan. I don't know why this is here. It's definitely out of place. Okay, up we go. The next day. Up, up. There's the observation room. We're going past Wengen. Oh, this is out of place too, but that is an incredible dinner that Ben made for me. We're going to Wengen. Up.
To have wet wipes. Just FYI. Just need a wet wipe.
I'm so excited to go on this trip. That's where we're headed. You can walk down. Well, I guess you could walk up if you wanted to. So we get another train that takes us even higher.
That's Pressure.
On the left, there's the train.
We're going to take that red train right there. Go even higher.
These are out of order, I'm sorry. Get the idea. It was beautiful. It was high up. It was snowy. And everybody riding this train is looking out the window going, wow! And here we are, Jungfrau at the top of Europe. Costs a lot of money to get up here, but it was worth it. It's a once-in-a-lifetime experience. So, see all the people down there? I'm going to attempt to walk up there myself. It's not really hard, but I was so scared because you're walking on ice. I had my 2 walking sticks, and I was like, I can't do it. Ben came and he's like, come on, Mama, you can do it, you can do it. He gave me an arm, and up I went, and I stood really still, but it was great. So when you go inside the mountain, there's things to do. This is the Alpine Sensation. This is what it looks like where they carved into the mountain. Swiss engineering, you get a first-hand view. It's amazing. This is a tunnel right through an ice tunnel. So this is an amusement. It's really fun. We did it twice. It takes about, 15 minutes to walk through. We did it a couple times. Back down. Kleine Scheidegg. There's where we had dinner. It was okay. I wouldn't say the Swiss food was great. It was okay. And off we go on our train. And today we're going to leave the Lauterbrunnen area and we're going first to Brig. And then we're taking the Glacier Express all the way to Chur. And this is the Glacier Express. The trains are quiet and lovely, and this is amazing. So this follows a ridge to Chur, and then from Chur, Switzerland to Lugano, and then to Milan. Here we are, Chur, Chur. We took a little side trip to Liechtenstein, a little country, just because we wanted to say we did. And those are canola plant. Some more Swiss food. The red line is where we're going. And we're off on our final train in Switzerland. Bernina Express. It's a World Heritage Experience. UNESCO. There it is. Loved every minute. You just feel like another world, like you're almost to the clouds. If you look right in the middle, there's a man walking. And this must be a frozen lake. And maybe he's ice fishing. How desolate. The train made like a half circle around him. And looks like a lake right there. We had one stop, got off, took some pictures, and got back on. Ben always prepared for a party. He made a charcuterie board with meats and cheeses and olives, and he had wine and a knife. I don't know how he got that all around, but it was really fun and so exciting. I loved it. We're going down. There's Ben. Love him. Love that guy. Guess what? We're in Italy. Our first stop is Milan, and that is on the northwestern part. You can see there. We're going to hit most of these places here. Now, first stop, Duomo of Milan. So we got right off the train and started our sightseeing tour, following Ben's itinerary. Duomo di Milano. And there's pictures of Ben. There's the Galleria right next door. Oh, what a fun place. Galleria Vittorio Emanuele. We had our first gelato from a friendly guy. This is Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore. I think. This man's expression says it all. Wow. You had to massage your neck when you were done here because you just walked around staring up. The beautiful, lively colors of the stained glass with the sun coming through. And the height of everything. Okay, so I had the name of this cathedral incorrect. This is Basilica Santa Maria delle Grazie. And we had tickets for all these things. And Ben timed everything, and amazingly, it all worked out. Well, it's time for Venice. And our place where we stayed was on the left-hand side on a small little alleyway. So great. I didn't like that, Mia. Oops, we're back in Milan. Okay, sorry, out of order. Okay, look at this, an up close of this building. This is what you see. You could stare at this cathedral all day and night and keep coming back and never see it all. Here's our little apartment in Milan for the night. It was so nice. And there's the Milan train station, and we're off to Venice. Sorry, I had the other slides wrong, but I'm not going to fix it. And here we are. Now, I think this is cathedral. Yikes. It's a cathedral. Lots of cathedrals. Look at this. Ooh. This is on the floor, the tile, and there's some domes. With the patterns. This is Venice. So we went way up on this tower.
This is Geodeca. But Geodeca, you know, it looks like one island, right? But it's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's 14 islands. because there's canals all through.
And I love Ben's commentary. He researched everything, and it was like being with a guide. Like, he would research it on the spot, plus he had background knowledge, and he told me what everything was, and of course I remembered all of it. And can you hear the bells? They did not ring while we were standing there. But this is way up on that tower, and now time for an afternoon aperitivo and an Aperol Spritz. No, we've got a lime spritz in the plaza. Every site has a plaza. Venice. Woo! This is the great while we were standing there. It was fun. So we found a little spot in a curve of the river, and we have our more afternoon appetizers and wine. Just enjoying the Italian way of life. It's a quiet neighborhood. And we just wandered the streets, looking at the way people live and taking pictures. It's beautiful. Dinner! Ben so wanted to eat at this restaurant. We had a hard time getting reservations, but we got one, yay, for like 9:30 at night. And there's his steak. It's some Venetian flank steak, or I don't know, something special. He wanted me to share it with him, but yeah, no can do. I had this, I don't even remember what it was. I think it was some sort of lasagna. It was good. We're sitting right by the water, and by right by the water, I mean like if I tip my chair back, I'd be in the canal. And there you see bread, a bread basket. The Italian bread like that, it doesn't taste good. It's just super plain. But the entrees are not super plain. So this is from a picture from the restaurant. How beautiful. This is dinner from another place, another night. I think that's soup and a pasta dish. Loved it. Everything tastes so fresh and just lively. And there's our host while we were in Venice. He was so nice. Love this guy. And now we are taking the train to Florence, Italy. Florence is in the Tuscany region. And a lot of the places we stayed at 10 different places, I think, and they want you to let them know what time you're coming and what's your train, and then you text them and they meet you at the door and let you in, and then they show you around. Everybody was so friendly and accommodating, and at first that seemed really weird, but it was nice. Loved it. And they said, okay, go here. Here's a great restaurant. And so today we're going to see the Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore. And we're also going to see the Uffizi Gallery, which is spectacular. You just can't take it all in. This is the ancient part underground now. This is their Duomo. I took Madonna's and David. Spectacular. We are in the Galleria dell'Accademia di Firenze. And you see a lot of famous works of art that you've seen pictures of all your life. There's the lion, which symbolizes the Florentine people. And this is the bronze David by Donatello. And these Madonnas were year 1441, maybe, around that time period. Look at the paint. How beautiful. How bold and lively. Okay. Look at these knights. Their armor, helmets. There's a miniature knight. Look at what the horse wore. So there's little signs that describe all these items. This is if you're a fancy guy, you're the head of something. You get to wear that. Like that shield with a naked woman. Look at those swords. So the higher up on the chain of command you are, the more protection you have. This is a chainmail suit, if that's correct. Ponte Vecchio. So Ben said, we got to be here at sunset. And so we did, and watched the sun go down in this beautiful scene. And Ben was right. Beautiful. So behind us is a big crowd of people. Not big, but a medium-sized crowd of people. Locals with their kids and just hanging out. Maybe it's Friday night. People have a drink. Lovers kissing on the bridge and kids running around and music playing, and it was great.
Carina, diventi tutti i giorni più carina, ma in fondo resti sempre una bambina che non conosce il dolce gioco dell'amore. Graziosa, grazie, nessuna donna al mondo è più graziosa, però la tua boccuccia deliziosa, se vuole un bacio non ha il coraggio di mentire. Carina, spensierata sei, carina, col broncio ancora più bella, tu sei la stella che manca in cielo, perché carina, carina, carina sei tu, simpatica, dolce ogni giorno di più, e con il tuo candore carina tu sei fatta per amare.
This sunset did not disappoint.
I like that nice glass, man.
Maybe you've heard about ordering wine through the window in the wall. It's true.
No, we ordered it to go, so
We had to do that.
if they're doing something special.
But you do a plastic cup.
Yeah.
Fortezza de Basso Medici Chapel. This is probably the most spectacular thing I saw. This is a dome. Look at the marble. There's the outside. Now we're in Basilica Santa Croce. And here lies some very famous people. This is Galileo. Big doors. So to the right and left, there's things to see on all of those little enclaves. Michelangelo. Dante. Uffizi Museum. Last Supper. So all the little side streets have vendors with clothing. Leather goods, paper goods, Duomo. Adonis. Yep. Adonis. So to the left and right, you'll see those corridors with artwork. Ceiling tile. There's one of the corridors. Venus de Milo. Botticelli. These are some of my favorites. I love to see the dress and the hairstyles, the way they sit, and their beautiful expressions. Venice is a place to love. Look at this ballroom. Piazzale Michelangelo at dusk. So we took a taxi and went around and around and way up on this hill where you can look down and see the city. Had to be there at sunset, just the right time, Ben said. He was right. And a crowd gathers to just enjoy the evening, be together. There's some street performers and people are sitting on steps on the hill and just hanging out, laughing and talking. It was so pleasant watching the sun go down. We couldn't get a taxi back down, so we found this path and we walked all the way down ourselves. I did a great job. I was really proud of myself. I wasn't sure I could do it. Next, we're leaving Florence and going to Naples. Taking the train. Sweet Ben. I think they sold candy. Spanish Quarter. This is what the roads look like. The cobblestones. Oh, I was scared I was going to trip, but I did not. I did a great job. And Ben did a great job of finding the best pizzas. When we were at this restaurant, we met a lady. I think her name was Catherine. She was beautiful. I weirdly asked for her phone number if we could get together. She was from Los Angeles. So she and Ben had a couple of evenings out walking the city together. That was fun. So you can see the difference in Naples. There's motorcycles, needs a power washing, some garbage on the ground, which was not like the other cities, but still, it was great. Now, the most amazing Amalfi Coast. It was wonderful. Salerno, let's see. And here we are again on the Amalfi Coast. Look at this. This is the color of the sea. I did not change this color or saturate it. This is straight out of the camera, and that's how it looks, all right. So beautiful. No wonder everyone here wants to paint it. We had afternoon snack there. And you might see the church there. We walked to different churches. Beautiful. This one is in Positano. And we stopped for food. There's Ben through the window. I went to use the ladies' room and I could see him. So from where he is, there's a road between him and the restaurant. Just a tiny road. Cars go by slowly, a lot of people walking. Look at what we ate. Pizza, and these are anchovies. They're like pickled, and it sounds horrible, but it was really delicious. You see the road and our little table. To the right is the edge where you can look out. Meow. We walked all through neighborhoods. Oh my, it's time to go. I loved Salerno, Amalfi. The fresh air. Off to Rome. Most of these sites we got to see because of Ben's itinerary. And his like, come on, let's go, let's go. Spanish Steps and fountains. Oh, Trevi fountains. There's not a lot of water coming out of them. There's the Vatican Museum. I did not know that it held so many ancient artifacts and art. Egyptian sarcophagus, mummies. Ah, my dream guy, half dog, half man. He looks wise, so sexy. Or maybe you like a goat or a lion. Michelangelo Simonetti. There's a whole map room. These held different relics, the crosses. This is outside. Here we are at the Vatican. Ben had tickets for everything. We saw the Sistine Chapel, St. Peter's Square. See the statues all around on the top of the semicircular building? And when there's a gathering, the Pope might come out on that largest balcony in the center there. And there's the big televisions, I don't know what you call them. This is St. Peter's Basilica, where the Pope would say Mass. I'm sure you've seen like Christmas Eve night. Those big pillars, I've always wondered what those were. That's what it looks like if you're seated there. There's my cane. There's the Pietà. Time for a break. Castel Sant'Angelo. Up at the top, you can have a cocktail and look out. There's Ben taking pictures through these little porticos. Time for a snack. This is the entryway to our apartment where we stayed in Rome. It was great, wonderful. This is the Colosseum. So these parts at the bottom would have been underground. There's passageways. They had lions and people, and I think people lived in there. Fighters, gladiators performed, I guess you would call it, performed and died. They had a whole system of moving everything through there. Of course, the architectural discoveries to build it. This is the Roman Forum, which is ruins of a Roman city here, a Roman town at the time. It's really quite something to see. So here we are at, this is a monument to Victor Emmanuel. So we took the lift to the top and there was an amazing view. And then we entered and there's a museum there, the Capitoline Museums. There you see the Colosseum in the middle at a distance. And you can see the Roman Forum from here. It's huge and spectacular. Of course, there's a church. Oh, this was my favorite pastry because, well, you could eat it for breakfast or for dessert. It's called Il Meritoso, and I called them Pac-Mans. It's like a brioche bread, and this is like a whipped cream, but kind of dense, like between a whipped cream and a cream cheese. Very slightly sweetened. So let's go here for breakfast. Or maybe have a gelato later. Ben brought us to an amazing place to have an aperitivo at Campo de' Fiori. And up at the top, this was from our seats, we could take photos of Rome at night. As the sun went down, it just became more beautiful. So this is the door, the Fiori Imperiali. Very special place. And I sigh. The sun went down on Rome and our trip. It was every day amazing. Every day sights and sounds to see and time with my son. It was wonderful.